Bush tucker is about more than just consuming kangaroo, emu or witchetty grubs. In fact, wherever you are, you could find yourself in the middle of a smorgasbord of flavour.
Oh! Especially if you find yourself somewhere like here.
Hi, I'm Bruce.
And I'm Barbara Barlin, and this is Barbushco in the Lorne Valley on the mid-north coast of New South Wales.
We've been in the valley here processing and growing all these bush foods for about the last 22 years.
We're originally from the area. We did, as most children do, leave school and spend 17 years in Sydney. I'm a computer programmer by trade and Bruce is a computer engineer. And when we had children, we decided that it was time to move back near the babysitters. This was originally a beef cattle farm. Before then it would have been dairy cattle.
The beef industry basically fell apart. So we looked around at various things for the farm. A guy down the road, he had some deer, somebody else had ostriches. A friend of ours heard that there's a tea company up north that's looking for growers. So we looked into that and decided that it was very easy to get into. They're native to this area. Put them in the ground and obviously they grow very well.
The product that we grow on our farm, which are our Australian native trees, we have 5 different varieties of spices and 4 different fruits that we grow on the farm. And from those, Barbushco produces value-added products such as sauces and jams, spices, teas, essential oils, pastas. They're our retail products that we sell to the customers and outlets all over Australia.
We initially started with the lemon myrtle. We planted about 3,000 of those trees and 3,000 aniseed.
So these are
lemon myrtle.
Lemon myrtle.
And it's the leaves of the tree that you dry and grind as a herb.
It's very calming. So it makes me want to eat it or stick it up my nose. Hey Bruce, I'll take the high road.
All right, I'll take the low road. I'll be home before you.
Ready, set, go!
We have learnt what we're doing by trial and error basically. Put it in the ground and see how it grows and what we can do with it afterwards. It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. These are our aniseed myrtle trees.
And the biggest cubby house you've ever seen.
Oh yeah!
We have 3,000 of these trees as well. We're firm believers that things that grow where they shouldn't be are weeds, so we only grow things that are native to the mid-north coast. And that means that the trees that we have planted don't need irrigation, they don't need fertilising.
Oh, sorry.
You're right. There's been a lot of hard work in it, looking after the plantation behind, weeding it, that takes a lot of time. When I go, you can cremate me and then throw the ashes on here. We planted 3,000 lemon myrtle and 3,000 aniseed myrtle all by hand over a period of about 18 months, 2 years, using a lot of friends. Other ones we've planted with machinery. 20,000 lemon-scented tea trees we planted in 2 days. A lot of it is just by pick and shovel.
The most difficult item, I suppose, has been education of the public. When we first started growing native Australian bush tucker foods, most people had no idea what they were. The CSIRO have identified over 2,500 native foods and we currently eat around about 180 of those, so less than 10%. They won't buy something in the supermarket if they don't know what it tastes like. Around about 2003 we were considering how to get some growth in the bush tucker flavours. Australian schools have a section on bush foods and we thought we would do a resource that includes a little bit about all the products, how they grow, what they taste like, recipes that they can use to understand the flavours, and that food technology course is our next generation of chefs. It's very noticeable now that a lot of the new chefs coming through are using Australian native flavours like we would use garlic or curry or something like that. The growth in the lemon myrtle in particular over the last 2 years has been phenomenal. The tea industry worldwide is growing exponentially every year. 2 years ago we would have been producing under a tonne of lemon myrtle tea. This financial year we look like doing about 18 tonnes. Now that people have recognised the lemon myrtle flavour, they're starting to look for the other flavours such as the aniseed myrtle, cinnamon myrtle, Dorrigo pepper. They're the ones that we grow here on the mid-north coast. Those flavours are becoming more popular as well on the back of the lemon myrtle. Strangely enough, over the early years of the bush food industry, there were more bush food flavours and foods going overseas than eaten in Australia. Australians are very conservative. They tend not to be jumping into new foods quickly.
We was exporting into the United States, Japan, Sri Lanka and Germany at the moment.
Inquiries that come through our website have been our main source of orders.
It's gone from a retail company to a wholesale.
Bruce has always said that I'm marketing and management and he's production and packaging, so that's sort of a nice designation between the two.
Majority of the recipes are just adapted.
My mum's and my grandmother's recipes basically. Today we have some aniseed myrtle banana bread.
Lovely.
Some lemon myrtle cheesecake and some rainforest carrot cake. My mum made beautiful jams. She used to get prizes at the shows for her jams, so I rang her up and said, "Give me your recipes, Mum." And similarly, my grandmother's sauce recipes, she had the most beautiful plum sauce, so we adapted that for our Davidson plum chilli sauce. And over the years we've just tinkered with the recipes to get them right. This year we received Best in Show for our Davidson plum chilli sauce at the Sydney Royal Fine Foods Show, so I think I've got it right now. Here we have some lemon myrtle tea.
I'd like to say thank you to your mother, Mary Joyce, for her recipes and for her fine china.
Thank you.
With all the orders we have these days, the infrastructure we have needs upgrading. More trees we need to plant because of all the orders we have. It needs some younger people to take it to the next level. We'll keep working at it until that happens.
It's been a long journey, but a very rewarding journey.
Let's not hold back. Lemon myrtle?
Lemon myrtle cheesecake.
That's delicious.
Go with the aniseed.
We've started with nothing and now we have a business that's thriving. And it's such an interesting industry because there's so much information out there about bush foods, the medicinal properties of them and the fabulous flavours that we have in our native bush food trees. We've still only tipped the iceberg of what the information is that's available.
Australia's annual production of lemon myrtle is today estimated at up to just over 1,000 tonnes, with almost 90% of it exported in dried form to be used as specialty tea. Its rich minerals makeup is believed to have great medicinal qualities. Not bad for a native little leaf.
Bush tucker, embrace it. After all, everyone needs a bit of spice in their lives.